by us not blocking out twice when we could have had the lead, and that really, really hurt us. It was the difference maker in the game.
But can you take us through Peyton's, that final possession, that final
Well,
shot?
it was either Peyton or Russ, and, you know, I felt at this point Peyton was the freshest player. He hadn't played. He's also the best shooter on the team. He's also a great free throw shooter. Nobody was really on tonight, per se. He got a good shot up. He got a 15-foot shot, and that's all you can ask.
What was the key for their defense against you guys?
Well, I think they're a good defensive team, first of all, but I think they pack it in, they make you shoot. We had a lot of really good-looking threes that didn't go in. I thought Wayne's was in there on the sideline, but it didn't go in.
Markel Starks has had a couple, had a big game against you guys last year. What did you do on both ends of the court there?
Yeah, Porter as well. Both guys played well last year. They're both very good players.
Was Russ almost overthinking? Because it seemed like early on he
There's
didn't
no
take
such a
any
thing
shots.
as Russ overthinking.
Early on, it seemed like he didn't take any shots, and then he kind of.
Well, he didn't have the shots, but you know he's been taking too many shots, to be honest with you. And he can take 100 shots if they're all good shots, but you know you got to take good shots and shoot a decent percentage. And tonight he did.
Rick, how hard is this? This is 3 in a row, and they've all been tough, hard-fought, real close games.
They are. The Villanova game is the only game that really bothered me. You know, the Syracuse game was a little bit like Duke. It really bothered me because we gave it away. We gave away the Villanova game by missing free throws. Tonight we didn't give it away. So this is the Big East. I've been through this every year I've been coaching in here. We don't panic. You know, some people panic. We don't panic at Louisville. We know what we're judged in March. We don't like losing, and we're fighting hard. But all college basketball is judged in March. You know, if you look at the way you're playing, last year we peaked at the right time. We have played good basketball all the way through this year. We're struggling at the offensive end. We have been, and I keep telling the guys that that's okay as long as your defense is there. And our offensive struggles, we're not a great shooting team, So we just got to get the ball inside, get on the break a little bit more. This was a game where there were very few breaks.
First, they started the game hot shooting. You feel like the defense improved throughout?
It did. You know, we played a lot of man-to-man tonight. We mixed it up quite a bit, about 50% each. But both defenses are really man-to-man. We're just not rebounding the ball, giving up so many times the clock shot's ready to go. They get a rebound, they get a three. And it really hurts down the stretch when he made that acrobatic follow-up. That was Wayne Blackshear's blockout, and I put him in for the Luke Hancock no blockout. So those type of plays, really, when it comes down to, those are things you can control. You can't control sometimes Wayne missing a shot or Peyton missing a shot, but you can control blocking out.
When it came to the end, did you give any thought to just going early in the shot clock, or did you feel really?
Well, I wish I had a timeout. I wish I had a timeout in that situation. It was our possession. It was a bad timeout by us. But sometimes players are just trying to keep possession. Now, I really, probably on the road, 90% of the time, I'll probably go for the win at that point, because it's tough to stop them because they cut so well and go backdoor so well. They're great at using the clock. So we'd wind up fouling them, and I would rather have the ball than rely on them missing it at that crucial point. So I was happy we got the shot. We got a decent shot. It wasn't a great shot. It was a decent shot, and I want him to get his confidence going a little bit as well.
From Villanova to tonight, you see improvement, just getting back to some of the things.
Yeah,
except for rebounds.
you know, like I said, we've got to win with great defense, meticulous preparation, great defense. Our offense will get better, the better shots we take. And I thought early on tonight we took good shots. I think having Russ coming off the bench, I think, helps us immensely with getting the other guys in the game so they don't get deflated by not scoring. You know, this younger generation today gets deflated when they don't score.
Any positive and a quick turnaround now, so maybe you can, not a lot of time to think about the loss at all for the guys?
Look, I'm like I said, I'm happy with it. They played their tails off tonight. We're disappointed we lost, but we have got to get the KFC Yum Center in. It's got to be much better than Syracuse, much better than Kentucky, because we have to get this win. It's a must game for us, because now you're on the verge of like getting a sub 500 record in the league, and you don't want to mess with that. So we've got to get after. We got to get after it. But we are playing good basketball. We make our free throws. We hold the ball. So it's little things right now that are correctable.
Do you think your pressure wore them down as the game went on?
Our press is great. I think it's one of the best presses in the country. Virginia Commonwealth does it. But the problem with us is we don't get it on enough because we shoot such a low percentage. You know, if we could ever shoot, not great, just 45, 46%, our press will do serious damage. But you keep shooting 34, 35%, they may be tired, but you're giving them a relief. And I'm thinking of starting to press on misses, which I've never done in my life. So I'm thinking of it, contemplating it.
Starting to have free throws again.
Well, you know, what can you say about missed free throws? It is what it is, you know, when you have your 50% free throw shooters on the line, well, Gorky's a little bit better, but if we get Peyton on the line more, and, you know, Peyton's gotta learn to just, one of the smartest kids I've ever coached, he just does the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, and that's why I don't gamble with him. You know, I would love to play him, but just like that play, he knows he's about to, he couldn't get the steal, and so, you know, he's just so aggressive that he does that, but he's an awesome young man who we just gotta get him to do good things. But as I analyze this game, it was the backboard that cost us the game, not the free throw line. If we block out, we're in control of our destiny.
You mentioned you want to get Peyton's confidence going. Do you have any concerns about that now? Or?
I don't. You know, in a slow-down game, this is a shooter's game a little bit. You know, there are very few fast breaks tonight. Even the one, you know, I gotta look at it, but I thought Wayne, you know, I thought he got killed on the play, and he said it was all ball, so I gotta take a look at that, because he's one of the best officials in the game. So I don't wanna say it's a bad call, I gotta take a look at it.
Georgetown's 4-1 since Winston's suspension. I don't know how much you saw them before, but what do you think? What are they doing?
I'm thinking of suspending a player.
That's the key to everything.
What have you seen out of them that's helped them?
I just
offset
think
the-
that they're a smart basketball team. You know, this year in the Big East, I don't think there are any great teams like the past. I think there are very good teams. I think the bottom has come up to where everybody's gonna be in the middle. You saw Villanova beat Syracuse today, leading in half. They almost beat them up in the Carrier Dome. So, you know, Syracuse with Sutherland is probably a great team. Without them, they're a very good team. I think we're a very good team. I think Georgetown's very good. Marquette's very good. Cincinnati's very good. And I think their Rutgers is playing very good basketball. Pittsburgh is the most physical team maybe in the country, so, and you guys know that better than anybody else.
Are you thinking about sticking with Luke in the
Yeah, I am.
lineup?
I am, because I think the main thing is to get everybody passing the basketball, moving the basketball, and, you know, it's, as his shooting percentage improves, I still like him coming off the bench. He gives us a big lift.
What did you like with the way Luke played today?
Sorry?
What did you like about the way Luke played?
Offensively, did a lot of good things. Well, Luke's a good basketball player. I mean, our fans have not seen Luke Hancock yet. He's a good basketball player. He just has got to learn to rebound the basketball better. But at the 2-guard spot, he's better than the 3-guard spot. Okay.
Anything else? Thank you.